57 News, we've been following a ton of breaking news overnight. Let's first start with the deadly accident out of Austin, Texas. 2 people are dead and at least 23 injured at the concert South by Southwest. It's a story we've been following since it broke at 1 o'clock this morning. ABC 57's Eric Stelter has been watching this closely since it broke. And Eric, what is the latest right now?
Well, Emily, I've been trying to keep track of the victims and their conditions this morning. Right now, we know that 2 are dead. At least 5 of those victims are in critical condition here today, and dozens others also injured. I want to get right to some video. This is from the scene this morning. We just got this video into the newsroom. Police said that driver took off and went the wrong way down a one-way street. After that, he slammed into a group of people walking nearby, and according to police, the suspect is being charged with 2 counts of capital murder. He was also taken into custody after being tased. Police think that driver might have been intoxicated, and witnesses this morning, they're also speaking out today. One is saying that I've never seen anything like this. I felt like I was at war or something. I was down here just for the music. We were having the best time ever, and it turned into the worst thing I've ever seen. I also did some checking online and on Twitter, and reporters out there on the scene there this morning are saying that whole area is shut down while that investigation is continuing. This morning, more updates you can find on our website at abc57.com. Reporting live in the newsroom, Eric Stelter, ABC 57 News.
And also breaking overnight, the death toll now stands at 6 people in that New York building collapse with at least 69 injured. Rescuers, they are combing through what's left of that rubble right now, hoping to find at least 6 people still missing. A massive explosion leveled 2 5-story apartment buildings there yesterday. Officials haven't figured out what caused the blast, but just before that explosion happened, some neighbors reported smelling gas.
As I was walking, getting ready to go down the stairs, I smelled like gas, and I said, let me go inside because I might have just left the stove on. We've had this smell before, so I didn't really, don't get me wrong. If you smell gas, you should do something, but I didn't take it that serious because it wasn't that bad.
Now, Con Edison, New York City's gas and electric company, sent a crew to the area, but they arrived too late. And breaking out of Malaysia, officials say reports that the missing Flight 370 continued flying for hours are false. Officials held a press conference within the last hour saying reports that the plane's engine sent data after last known contact are just not true. Dozens of countries, including the U.S., are now searching for that missing Malaysian jet. Satellite images from China are adding to the confusion. Officials say 3 objects observed floating off the tip of southern Vietnam are not debris from that plane. And developing this morning, a convicted murderer and prison escapee is expected to return to court today. Michael Elliott escaped from a Michigan prison, carjacked a woman, and then forced that woman to drive him here to Indiana overnight, where she eventually escaped at a Middlebury gas station. Elliott was captured the next day in LaPorte County, and he's now set today to appear before a LaPorte County judge. ABC 57's Eric Cox is live outside that county courthouse with the latest. Eric?
Good morning, Emily. Well, the Michigan Department of Corrections is requesting Elliott's return back to their state, and we're learning that that's going to be very difficult to do. You see, Elliott's actually fighting his extradition. He's had his attorney go ahead and ask for a habeas corpus hearing, which is when the prisoner is brought before the court, and the court is then charged with trying to decide whether or not it's in fact lawful to keep them in prison. Now, it's been a month and a half since Elliott first escaped an Ionia, Michigan correctional facility, and now, as I said, he's fighting his return. In this case, Elliott's attorney is demanding the court prove his client's identity, as well that he's the correct person being sought after for extradition after all. Now, in late February, an Indiana judge went ahead and granted the hearing, delaying his return to Michigan. Now, because Elliott took legal action against the extradition request, Michigan Governor Rick Snyder made a formal request to Indiana Governor Mike Pence, asking him to return Elliott, which, as we know, hasn't happened yet. Now, the next chapter in this case is set to take place today, right here at the LaPorte County Courthouse, and Elliott's scheduled to appear before the judge at 1:30 p.m. Central Time here today in LaPorte County. Live in LaPorte County this morning, Eric Cox, ABC 57 News.
Thank you, Eric. Well, it's now been 1 year since Cardinal Jorge Mario Bergoglio became Pope Francis. Many of us watched for days as the papal conclave kept putting out black smoke. But 1 year ago today, white smoke was seen from the Vatican, signaling a pope had been elected. Well, he's non-traditional as far as popes go. He drives a Ford Focus rather than the papal limousine. He lives in the Vatican Hotel rather than the papal apartments, and he was also named Time Magazine's 2014 Person of the Year. And And a consumer alert this morning, General Motors is in hot water. It's all over how early that company knew of a deadly problem. The company is facing more questions over the recall of nearly 2 million cars for faulty ignition switches. The Justice Department is investigating, which could lead to criminal charges. The company said yesterday it discovered an issue with the Saturn Ion ignition switch in 2001. That was during pre-production. And GM previously said it first learned of that problem in 2004.
And a good Thursday morning to all of you. We do have a lot to get to today, but we'll begin with new questions now on day 6 of the search for the missing Malaysia Airlines Flight 370. Adding to the mystery today, 9 crucial minutes of radar data that have gone missing. Again, adding to this mystery. Officials wrapping up a news conference this morning. We'll have all the details on the search and the new questions that have arisen. That and a whole lot more coming next right here on Good Morning America.
6:59 before you head out the door. Temperatures are near 0 right now. Bitter cold out there, but we do see a warm up today. First warning weather app shows temperatures on the rise from 5 degrees at 9 a.m. to 25 at noon to 32 this afternoon with sunny skies. So there's a warm up today. Better improvement tomorrow. Friday's the day if you want to get outside for a little bit. 48 degrees and sunny near 50. Weekend a little cooler but quiet. Monday, St. Patrick's Day, going to be a chilly one with a high of only 30. Next week, rain and 40s return. We see temperatures in the mid-40s by next Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So get through this morning and not bad this afternoon.
Yeah.
Better tomorrow.
Yeah, I know we are all looking forward to the warm-up, I think. We survived yesterday, so hopefully we can make it through. Thanks for joining us here on ABC 57 News Morning Edition. I'm Emily Pritchard.
And I'm Tom Coombs.
And all of these breaking news stories, of course, will be on Good Morning America, which is next here on ABC 57. Have a great start to your Thursday.